Malema's suspension will kick in immediately, and NUMSA calls for socially owned renewable energy sector. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. The ANC says the suspension of Julius Malema as ANC Youth League president will kick in immediately. Malema, ANC Youth League spokesperson for Shibambu, and 4 others will therefore have to vacate their positions with immediate effect. The ANC's National Disciplinary Committee of Appeals earlier upheld the suspension of Malema and the other 5 for sowing divisions and bringing the party into disrepute. Committee Chair Cyril Ramaphosa says the National Disciplinary Committee will hear testimony for mitigation of sentence within 14 days. Ramaphosa says the committee's approach to the matter has been in strict accordance with the party's constitution.
We have sought to act as an impartial body that dispenses discipline and justice in the ANC. We have not sought to be drawn into media commentary or anything like that, as we regard our task and duties extremely seriously. We believe that we are an impartial body, and on matters like these, we have to weigh up evidence that is presented by the appellants as well as by the respondents. And what we have concluded in terms of all these findings is precisely what we have put before you.
Malema is to be stripped of his title and party membership immediately. Spokesperson Keith Khoza says suspensions will start with immediate effect.
Our understanding of the NDCA process is that the guilty verdict has been upheld, which means that it kicks in. While there is a 14 days of mitigation, it relates only to the extent of sentencing, whether it was fair or not. But generally, the suspension kicks in with immediate effect. Floyd's also kicks in immediately. Magaka, it's 5 days to apologize before it kicks in.
Trade union NUMSA is calling for what it terms a socially owned renewable energy sector. The call has been made at the union's 5-day international conference underway in Johannesburg. NUMSA's president Cedric Lina says the conference is aimed at learning from best practices and deepening members' understanding of what a socially owned renewable energy sector may look like.
Let me say that when talk about socially owned renewable energy sector, we are referring to a mix of different forms of collective ownership. Energy parastatals, municipally owned solar parks, wind cooperatives, and other community-owned and controlled renewable energy companies. We do not believe that existing parastatals like Eskom can be building blocks of a socially owned renewable energy sector without being re-socialized.
And 5 suspects have been arrested in the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands for being in possession of 5 unlicensed firearms. Police spokesperson Thulani Zwane says the Public Order Policing Unit was conducting a search operation in the area when they found the guns. Zwane says the suspects are expected to appear in court next week.
During their operation, they managed to arrest 5 suspects who were found in possession of 5 firearms. They were all charged for possession of unlicensed firearms, and they are expected to appear in the Pomoroi Magistrate Court on Monday. These operations will be conducted throughout KwaZulu-Natal so that we'll make sure that all these unlicensed firearms will be confiscated.